Hello everybody, Titanet Gamer Dude here, and welcome back to my DMC Let's Play DMC4 on Dante Must Die mode. This is Mission 10, Wrapped in Glory. Now, this is potentially one of the most difficult missions in the game because you have to fight Dante. And Dante is an enemy when you play as Nero that can brutalize you if you do not understand how his AI works. He does have access to all four of his styles: Gunslinger, Swordmaster, and Trickster. And he does switch between them. And you have to understand what stance he is in, what style he has switched to, and you have to be able to properly know what to do when he has activated a certain stance. Because if you don't, he can mess you up easily. So I'm getting damage on the Mesfiter that I've already damaged before. They look pretty badass. The Mesfitos, when they're Devil Trigger, they look pretty badass. I'm just going to Devil Bringer him because I don't want him doing anything crazy. You can actually hit the swords or the fingers the Faust tries to hit you with. That move I did to that dashing slash is called Caliber. Level 3 Caliber is actually really powerful. So as you can see, I'm just trying to damage it, bring it back in, and then do his attack on it while its life is low enough, but I missed. And that sucks. And there's a lot of cooldown on that attack. So thankfully, I hit the Faust with a level 3 charge shot. I do it again. It almost hit me, but thankfully, I dodged it just in time. I see the glowing fingers, and I effectively roll out of the way. When you see glowing fingers, that means it is going to dash on you very quickly and attempt to hit you, so roll out of the way. I wouldn't attempt, and I wouldn't recommend going for the table hopper because it does it exceedingly fast. So more lasers. The lasers actually take a good chunk of your HP off if you get hit with it on this difficulty. So do be careful. Always want to hit the switch twice to make sure you won't take any unnecessary damage. I managed to make it back onto this level, although making it back here is pretty pointless. Fucking camera, I swear man, that camera is out to just get you. But there we go, there's a blue fragment, and there's pretty much nothing else. So now I just use bootleg helm splitter down below to ground level, charge my Red Queen, level 3 exceed. 4 minutes have passed of the video, and there's one thing I do like about Nero. I love how powerful he is, and I love how the iframes on his Devil Bringer makes it to where you can actually use it as a defensive maneuver if you need to avoid taking wicked damage from enemies. Alright, I managed to deflect it that time, but that guy's still alive. If you deflect it, massive style, massive points, massive Devil Trigger, massive damage, everything you need in a Devil May Cry game, essentially, when you deflect it. I get hit there, but I'm just like, I'm not just gonna take all that recoil and have to deal with the lasers even more. I'm just gonna Devil Trigger. That's one thing his Devil Trigger also does. It not only negates all type of damage before you get hit. When the attack activates and you activate his double trigger before the attack is able to hit you, no damage. That's one thing I do like with Nero. His double trigger gives him God frames, which is one thing even Dante's double trigger doesn't give. Which, that's pretty okay. I mean, he doesn't actually need it. He has 5 different styles. Does he really need a double trigger that makes him invulnerable at the beginning? No, he doesn't. He's fine. Because the way Dante is designed in this game, he is designed to be unstoppable. He's designed to have a lot of iframes and Trickster, superior mobility, Royal Guard, Swordmaster. He is designed to be a god in this game. It's all a matter of how good is your execution. He's only as good as you are. And in Nero's case, his execution ceiling is much lower, but he is just very powerful. With his Buster able to bring stuff to him, his Exceed mechanic on his sword makes his sword extremely powerful and much faster. And his freaking level 3 charge shots do insane amounts of damage. And they stagger enemies and they just get work done. And it's an amazing projectile that just, since it does so much damage, and it just hits other enemies, and it acts as like this makeshift crowd control. So thankfully, blew up in his face. And before I was able to hit him, this Mesfito just denied me. So now I'm going to reward him with a level 3 charge shot, take away his cloak, and slam him on the ground, my Devil Bringer, and hit him with a level 3 charge shot. Devil Bringer, using the Devil Bringer on the guy on Mesfito's cloaks is really effective. Also, if you can stun them by shooting their finger when they have it stuck to the ground, you can stun lock them for as long as you hit them. The Fausts on the other, the Fausts on the other hand, these guys are different. I'm not sure if you can stun lock them by shooting their finger. I wouldn't recommend trying it either, but the Faust is considerably more dangerous. So now we got here the key to Chronos, put the key in, time gets slowed down, and now we have to jump upon the blades. The closer you are to the center, god dang it, the closer you are to the center, the easier it's going to be to move on the blades. I tried to do a caliber to jump on it, but I keep messing up. Oh my gosh, this is just, why am I doing so terribly right now? Well, that's what happens when you're too slow. I'm doing terribly right now, and normally I'm not ever doing this bad on this. I usually get this on the first try. I'll just wait for this blade to take me around. See that? It just grabbed me. Ugh, god damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, has anyone ever had this much trouble doing this? Because apparently I'm the only guy here who has had a lot of trouble doing this. Oh my, let me cut this. Alright, I'm back. So now we're going to fight some Angelos up here. Again, not a difficult enemy, especially the green ones. The green ones are just fodder. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily fodder, enemies you can just easily beat up on. I'd say enemies that are just very easily disposed of. My health is dangerously low and it looks very dangerous, but there is a green orb coming up here and it is very much well needed. And I will gladly appreciate taking it. So as I said before, you want to juggle these enemies, get them in the air, and they really won't be able to hurt you too much. So I just taunt here because I can, shoot them with another charge shots. I'm just farming this to get the orb requirement. Not too difficult. Thankfully the Angelo dropped a green orb. And Dante is coming up very shortly because he's the boss of this mission. And he can brutalize you. It's coming up really shortly. Just after this, put the wing talisman in, move the elevator up. And here he is, beyond this door. Oh no, he's not. I gotta fight some more enemies. Some more Angelos. So I immediately just go to Devil Trigger, use my Devil Bringer on this guy, shoot my level 3 charge shot at him. He's trying to dart away, but for some strange reason the AI of these enemies are weird because they'll dart away from you and then they'll just dart back to you. It's weird. And these freaking enemies are annoying, but you know what? That's fine, because that doesn't make them any less easily destroyable. You can also break their shield by using Devil Bringer on them excessively, just like that. And when you do, they're just easy fodder. I'll just use my blue rose to kill it. As I recall, there are no orbs generated from breaking the chairs. Yep, one red orb. Should be Devil Trigger orb. Yep, right there. And there's your green orb. Secret missions for Dante only. Now, here's the fight with Dante. I might actually die, but with Dante, he switches between 4 different styles. Orange one is Trickster. The red one, orange flash is Trickster. Red flash is Swordmaster. The dark blue flash is Gunslinger. The light blue flash is Royal Guard. When he is in Royal Guard, you want to buster the shit out of him. That's what you want to do when he's in Royal Guard. So as you can see, I do some basic combos on him and I keep it really simple. And I try to shoot him with level 3 buster because after you do, you can kind of go up to him and pressure him. As you can see, I'm using my Devil Trigger to prevent him from getting combos on me, because Dante, he doesn't do too much damage with one hit, but since he can combo you, it can quickly add up. You can also dodge his stinger-like move. Now he's in Royal Guard. You want to buster the shit out of him when he's like this, because you don't want to let him use his Royal Guard release on you, because that does a lot of damage. Now he's in Gunslinger. Now he's in Trickster. As you can see, I'm doing a fairly decent job. Now he's in Swordmaster. He can, you know, dodge it by jumping. So now my health is low. I'm trying to like go around and get orbs or something. Maybe something to help me get an edge in battle, but there is no more. So now I'm just stuck using my wits and my low life. Sometimes when he jumps back, he'll also shoot his shotgun, and that attack is very annoying. So now that he's in his freaking Royal Guard, now he's in Gunslinger, now he's in Royal Guard, and as you can tell, he tried to use Distorted Impact on me. Oh my gosh, he's almost got me killed. Yeah, all he needs is just one mistake. And I'm dead. He's trying to use his Royal Guard release on me for some strange reason. He almost got me by shooting me with his guns. So as you can see, his AI is just kind of doing whatever it wants right now. And that's what's scaring me and keeping me from effectively like going in, but I died. That's the fight with Dante, ladies and gentlemen. When his health gets low, he starts switching styles, and the AI is reacting to your shots, switching the Royal Guard, perfect guarding them, and there will be nothing you can do. So let me just cut it and then fight him again. There will be nothing you can do. If you try to shoot him too, he'll also just stop your bullet midway with his bullets. Thankfully, when he's attacking, you're able to shoot him with your charge shot. And you want it to be a level 3 charge shot. That's what you want it to be. You always want it to be a level 3 charge shot. Always. Because then that'll happen and it tacks on extra damage. I'm just using my Devil Trigger to tack on extra damage. So right now I'm just staying in his face. I missed. He punished me for some pretty good damage. Now he's in Royal Guard. When he's in Royal Guard, you just do not want to feed it. I'm doing a good job of being able to act and react and take advantage of the explosion from my level 3 charge shots to do massive damage to him. I'm doing astronomically better than I was before. So now he's in Royal Guard. I go to Devil Trigger to get more damage. I'm in Devil Trigger, but that can still hurt you because his Lucifer does a lot of damage. Don't think it's over just because he has low health, because he can still kick your ass. But yeah, that's Dante. I'm probably going to get like a B because I've died, but I've gotten an A on this chapter before. But that sucks that I did die, because Dante he's not an easy boss. He's probably this game's hardest boss, aside from Credo. I don't count Sanctus as the hardest boss, but he is a bloody fucking coward, and he's going to run away from you and keep away from you. And that is Mission 10. See you all later. Peace out.